My name is Terry Orendi. I'm the founder and president of Bountiful Blessings. Bountiful Blessings is a nonprofit that provides non-food items, your toiletries, personal hygiene, cleaning products to struggling families and senior citizens in exchange for volunteer time within the host church. Yeah, our distribution is through the churches. We currently have 22 locations. And those churches, they receive the products from us here in Mechanicsburg. We go out to them, and then twice a month they distribute to families in their communities. We've been doing this now for 20 years. At the time of the pandemic, the churches were closed. They were told to shut. And at the same time, the nonprofits were told to stay open. So I had to go back to the churches and say, you're not allowed to close. We need to find another way because I need you to take care of the families because we need to remain open to help them. So the churches were very creative. What we did was they started distributing in their parking lots. So they would pre-package the core items, the things people cannot live without, into the bags. And then as the families would come through, they would ask them, were you able to catch church on Zoom or through another means? Yes or no. And then they would put the bags into their trunk of their car. And then they would come back in 2 weeks and the same thing would happen again. One of the nice things that happened was they are serving in the parking lot. So the people pull up and they put the bags into their car. After they had completed this and their session was coming to an end, there was a young man that came running up the alley and he gave Lynn, who is one of the site coordinators, Lynn and Dottie, a stone. And on the stone was painted gratitude. And he said, I just want you to know how much we appreciate what you're doing for our families. You don't have to be doing this, and you are. And so they have taken that stone and they've put it into the Bountiful Blessings room in their church. So when the church does reopen, that will always be there as a reminder to them of how much the families really do appreciate what's done. Right now, when the families come to a church, they are able to come into the room. We encourage them to shop for themselves, get what they need, and then they check out, just like you do a grocery store, because we want them to be enabled. We don't want to tell them what to take. So they come in and they shop and they get those items, they check out, and then they do their volunteer time if they can. If not, they schedule it for a different time. So that's typically how it runs. But because they can't come in and shop in the room, the new model has been to put them out in the parking lot, letting them do a drive-through service so that we allow the social distancing. The people in the parking lot have masks on, and we are able to put those items, the bags, either directly into their trunk or their back seat, whatever they want. Since the churches were told to close, and some of them have gone to Zoom, they're still not able to collect in the churches. So our supply chain was completely shut off. The other area that we collect from are small businesses. Again, those have been diminished. And the places that we were doing collection drives, the larger grocery stores, are apprehensive to have any kind of charities out there collecting right now because of social distancing. So they have stopped allowing collections. So as a result, they've completely, from me, cut off all of my resources to be able to get items donated in from the community. So we have to go to other more creative ways of making money or getting items because our community resources have been cut off. We have 8 core items that we guarantee that all the families will get. They're things we believe you can't live without. So that's your toilet paper, paper towels, trash bags, cleaners, soap, dish liquid, shampoo, toothpaste. Of those items, we have 3 that we just cannot seem to get, and we really need the support to be able to get those items because we have to purchase them, and that is your dish liquid, shampoo, and paper towels. Those 3 we're completely out of, and we need them. So we end up purchasing thousands and thousands of dollars a year to be able to just buy those items. We serve 8,000 families a year. And so that means figure $8,000 on each of those items, plus the other ones as they run out that we need to replenish. So that's why we're in desperate need of money and resources for those items. We have some larger suppliers that we have been able to go to help us out on some of the items, and they've been very gracious with us. But our main support comes from the community. And so since that has been cut off, we really need help with either those items directly or the financial support to be able to purchase those items. Either one would be great. It all goes directly back to the families. Right now, we really need your help. And anything you can do to help us, to help the families in the community, is really appreciated.